Let me guess, you thought French was the most romantic language there was, right? Wrong. Turns out us Brits have got a language of love to call our own. Dating can be confusing at the best of times. When should I text? Is it okay to hold hands on the first date? But on top of all that usual stuff, Americans also have to get their heads around our often confusing dating terminology. Careful now, you might start to blush. If you think someone is hot or good looking, you can say that they are fit. Whether or not they're actually in good physical shape doesn't really come into it. It simply boils down to finding them attractive. Elizabeth Bennet thought Mr. Darcy was proper fit. "He's well buff," she whispered to herself. Buff is a word that has the same meaning as fit. The American equivalent would be to call someone a hottie. Outside of the UK, fancy is generally applied to swanky hotels, Fabergé eggs, and Iggy Azalea songs. But over here, to fancy someone means to be attracted to them. During the 16th century, the word fantasy started to take on the meaning of desire and was shortened to fancy. So if you desired someone, you would say you fancied them. So once you've established that someone is fit and you're pretty sure you fancy them, you'll probably want to try and snog them. Or as you say in America, make out with them. Snogging is the best word. I'm gonna say it again. Snogging. Much like making out, snogging should only be used in a romantic context. It is not the same as a peck on the cheek, and you certainly wouldn't go around snogging your relatives. Unless that's something you're into. Let's say you're out at a bar, pub or club with the specific goal of chatting someone up and hoping to get lucky. Well, we often call this being out on the pull. To pull someone can generally mean anything from snogging to a bit of fooling around, and is only really used when you're trying to seduce someone new or who you're not already romantically involved with. So you wouldn't really say, "I want to pull my boyfriend," that just sounds weird. But you can snog him until your heart's content. Just go and do it behind the bike shed. Now, when two people love each other very much and they're past the realms of copping off with each other, then there's only one thing left to do: shag. For a seemingly reserved nation, the Brits have a lot of words for, how shall I put this, spending the night together? Yep, shagging, bonking, or getting your leg over are what you Americans might call a home run. Also, let's say you found someone super fit and you wanted to go all the way with them. You might describe them as being totally shaggable, or as Austin Powers put it, "You're very shagadelic, baby." Except we don't really say that, like, ever.